What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. This is Put a Ring on It, Season 1, Episode 7. So, look, y'all. So we get back, and Ashley just said that she wants to go out on another date with what was his Kareem, Kwame, whatever the boy name is. And so y'all know Hollywood is not here for it. Hollywood is not feeling it. He's not happy about it. He don't like it, and I don't blame him. Hollywood said, "Listen, I've been holding back on my dates because for real, I really wasn't trying to be interested in nobody else because I'm happy with what I got at home. Like, I wasn't trying to do this. But now she talking about she ready to go out on another date. As far as I'm concerned, that's like cheating." And Michael tried to, like, explain what Hollywood was saying. And I feel like Michael got it right. But then Ashley was like, "No, that's not what he's saying." And I'm like, "No, that is exactly what he's saying. You're not listening." But it's okay. You know him better than I do, but that's what I heard. That's what I had heard. So, Hollywood is not happy about it. Like, he is really pissed off and he ain't happy about it. Okay. But everybody's going out on a date. Now, Shay, Michael, they going out with their booze. Because as far as I'm concerned, that's they booze. They going out with their booze. Ashley going out with Kareem again. Vince is going out with his photographer again. And they got somebody new for Tamika and Hollywood. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Shay and her date, that whole time I was watching that date, I was just sick. I was like, "Shay, you make me sick." Because I really feel like everything she was doing was an act to try to make Michael jealous. Like, I just felt like everything was, she was playing to the cameras, knowing that at some point he was going to see it and be jealous. Now, I will say this. Shay, you must have played basketball or something somewhere in your youth because, oh boy, that she went out on with Raymond, Ramon, Russell, whatever, don't matter. He played professional football, basketball, like overseas and stuff. So he wanted to play horse. And instead of getting a letter when you missed a shot, then she had to give him a kiss on the cheek. And then she was like, "Okay, well, what do I get if you miss a shot?" And I'm sure in the back of his mind, he was like, "That ain't gonna happen." She was like, "All right, well, you gotta pick me up." He was like, "All right, okay, cool." Here's what I don't think he anticipated. I don't think he anticipated that Shay actually could play a little basketball because she ain't missed like the first 3 shots. Now, either A, they were editing it to try to build up the whole, she could actually make those shots, or B, she got a little game, right? Because he let her choose her spot. Now, if you've ever played basketball, you know your sweet spot. So she was choosing where she could, but she was making the shots. So whatever her spot was, she made them. Then he finally missed a shot. I feel like he missed it on purpose because at that point he was like, "All right, we ain't really getting nowhere because this is not as easy as I thought it was going to be," because she kind of got a little bit of game. And then basically he picked her up and, she was all like, oh my gosh, I love a strong man. I love a man who can pick me up. So then they had little drinks or whatever afterwards, or food or whatever. And she was saying how, the one thing that she liked about him is that he didn't have any kids, even though he wanted kids, but he was down for getting a nanny so that they could still go out. And I was like, so if Michael agrees to get a babysitter, you good? Like, I'm just like, what is wrong with you? So your problem with Michael's child living with y'all is so that y'all can go out when y'all feel like it. There are these things called babysitters, okay? You don't even have to have a whole nanny. Girl, what is wrong with you? Anyway. So then we have Hollywood, Kwame comes by the house to pick up Ashley, and Hollywood has to do the whole, macho man thing, and, they gotta, see each other up. And when Kwame said he was a personal trainer, honey, Hollywood was like, "Oh, okay," He was like, "Yeah, I see you like to work out a little bit." Hollywood was like, "Yeah, a little something. They had to do that whole man thing back and forth. But him and Ashley end up going out, and they have a good little date. And where did they go? They went somewhere cute. I forgot where they went, chat. But they had a nice date, and Ashley was saying that she actually, is really starting to like him. And that, Hollywood's been acting so gruff and nasty and rude at the house that it's really making things a lot easier for her. It's making it a lot easier for her to sort of kind of fall for this dude. Um, um, and of course he's feeling her too, and they were really feeling each other. Okay, it was cool. It was clear. Now I don't know if it's really a connection or if it's just different. Don't know. Now Hollywood went on his date, and Hollywood said, "Listen, up until this point, I really haven't been allowing myself to really, really get into it because I really ain't really been feeling it. I just been like, basically, he was just going through the motions. He never had any intention of really opening himself up to trying to be cool with any of these women. But he was like, well, shit, if she gonna go out on dates and really be trying to see if she feeling somebody, then I'm gonna go out on dates and see if I'm really trying to feel somebody. Like, if she gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, kind of thing." I still don't think he made no big connection with this chick. She seemed nice and everything, but I still don't feel like there was no major connections. Oh yeah, Ashley and they went to like an arcade type of thing. So then we see Michael going out with his girlfriend, because as far as I'm concerned, that's his other girlfriend. They on 4th date. This their 4th date, child. That's your other girlfriend. And she told Michael, listen, I don't really like this whole pattern that I'm in. I really like you, but I don't want to get caught up in liking you, because again, yes, I know you have a girlfriend and all of that, but I need you to shit or get off the pot. Baby, Michael said give him a day. What did he say? Give him 2 days, I think. He said, give me 2 days. I'll let you know something in 2 days. Michael, you know you want to be with that girl. You know you want to mess with her. But I really feel like Michael wants his cake and eat it too, though. I feel like Michael wants to kind of see her and still be with Shay. I kind of feel like that. But he just don't want to do it on camera. Like, I feel like he was like, let me just get to the end of this filming. Let me just get to the end. Because, again, I know they got each other's phone number. You ain't going to sit here and tell me they don't. But she said, we've been very limited in getting to know each other because of his limitations, right? Of what he can and can't do. And she said, you're going to have to make up your mind about something, or I'm going to have to, separate myself from this process because I don't want to get myself caught up. Okay, down to Tamika and Vince's child. Vince's date shows up. They're gonna go out doing some photography because she does photography as well. So she showed up and everything, and baby, she bought gifts and stuff and all kinds of stuff. And listen, next thing I know, the three of them then sat down at the table having drinks and what? 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 Listen. And then, Tamika throwing all kinds of salt in the game. She gonna talk about how, Vince is a cheater. And she was like, oh, really? He got a problem with commitment? And she was like, he just a player. That's what he do. I said, girl, y'all are all kinds of toxic. Like, I can't even. I can't. So they end up going out and they do their little photo shoot or whatever, and they went to like a it looked like it was like a pop culture type museum or situation where they had like 90s stuff, and they got but they were having a good conversation. I don't know, something in Atlanta looked like, I don't know, something, but it was like a pop culture kind of thing. I'm sure they said the name of it and I missed it, child. Then Tamika went on her date with her dude. They went to an escape room. Now, child, they wasn't, listen, I done been to a few escape rooms. At no point in time in an escape room do you just walk up to the door and just try to open it and go, damn, we can't get out. Read the clues, man. You gotta read the clues and you gotta figure this stuff out. Like, what is wrong with y'all? I know they gave y'all the directions. Every escape room that I went to, they have been very clear. Okay? Dude just walked up to the door and was just like, yeah, we can't get out. It is called an escape room. If the door was unlocked, there would be nothing to escape from. Child, anyway, these people be cracking me up. But finally, he was like, listen, I'm done with trying to get out of here. Let's just go somewhere and talk. And so they had a good conversation. They talked or whatever, and everything seemed cool. They had a good conversation. Okay, whatever. So then we get to Dr. Nicole. And it don't need me to keep saying the obvious over and over again, but a couple of things that did come to mind. Hollywood was pissed. because Ashley was talking about how much of a connection she made with this guy, how she really liked this guy, and Hollywood was like, well, listen, I don't even understand why the fuck we here then. Like, I quit, I'm done. And Dr. Nicole was like, you gotta stop doing that. Like, you have to stop acting like you're gonna quit every time things just get rough. And Ashley said, like, if every time we get into an argument or a disagreement, you're ready to quit. Like, if we get married, is that what you're gonna be ready to do? You just gonna be ready to quit if we get married? I mean, excuse me, y'all. And I kind of feel where she coming from, because, like, at what point? Then Vince got jealous because Tamika went to an escape room, and he was like, we've been talking about doing an escape room for a long time, and I don't like the fact that she went and did an escape room with this dude. Like, I don't like that. And I'm like, then see, that's what happens when you procrastinate. Y'all probably been talking about it for months. She been waiting for you to say, let's go, and she went with somebody else. See, that's what happens. That's what happens. That escape room didn't just open. That escape room been open. I mean, maybe because of COVID it closed, but I'm sure y'all was talking about going to an escape room before COVID. All right. Then that damn Shay and Michael. Listen, at this point, I just feel like Shay is trolling us. She had the nerve to say, when Michael said, well, you don't think that she broke the boundaries when she let that man pick her up and feel all over her like that. And she talking about something, well, no, I mean, the boundaries for me, basically she was saying the boundaries for her are different, because men need boundaries, but women have enough common sense that they know where their boundaries are, and they know how to act like they got some sense. At this point, Shay, you just trolling us. You cannot possibly be this serious. You cannot possibly believe the stuff that you're saying. You are trolling us. This is a joke to you at this point. I think you have already decided that, Michael, that maybe, the kid thing is a deal breaker, and you are just going through the motions, because you cannot possibly be serious. Anyway, child, it pretty much just ended, with that whole thing. It looks like next week, it looks like Ashley goes out with Kwame again. It looks like Shay goes out with old boy again. I couldn't tell from the previews about the rest of these couples, but from the previews, it looks like they're all going out on dates again. So I don't know who they're going out on these dates with, but child, they said we're more than halfway through this process. I figure it's probably 10 episodes. We're on episode 7. So it looks like we probably got about 2 more episodes left, and then we got the grand finale, where they got to decide what they're going to do. Child. Y'all let me know what y'all think. This thing is crazier and crazier every week, as far as I'm concerned. I don't understand it. Anyway, let me know what y'all think. Drop it in them comments. Peace.